Welcome to the Insider Rapid Reaction. I'm Jarret Johnson. I'm joined by the mighty Joe Yeager. Well, mighty Joe, the Wells era begins with a bang. You know, I know it was Montana State, an FCS opponent, but 45-10. Overall, the Red Raiders looked really good, Joe. What is your rapid reaction? What's your initial thoughts on the victory?
Yeah, FCS team, but right now the number 15 FCS team in the country, according to the polls. So, and those teams have jumped up and beaten some teams before, FBS teams.
Yeah.
So don't discount the competition too much. But I thought defensively, I thought they pretty much hit the ground running.
Yeah.
I mentioned to you in the press box that I thought the defense looked better coordinated and better schooled starting out than David Gibbs' defense did.
Yeah.
I mean, they looked like they knew what they were doing. I didn't see a lot of busted plays and guys running around not knowing what they were doing. So I liked what I saw there. I thought the defensive front three, when they just had three up there, controlled the ground game pretty much just using three guys.
Yeah.
But by the same token, you saw an awful lot of blitzing.
Yeah.
Stunts
and twists.
Yep. Yeah, it was a very aggressive defense. And, I thought it worked. I thought they did a good job of calling plays. They blitzed when they needed to.
Yeah.
They backed out and stayed away and controlled the ground game with just three guys for the most part, allowing Rico and Jordan to fill in as well.
Yeah.
I thought they were on top of the game. I thought they had a very good game plan for Montana State. They knew pretty much what was coming. And so I was very impressed with that side of things.
And then on the other side of the ball, offensively, the Red Raiders, I guess we're used to this. I guess they racked up almost 700 yards of offense. Bowman was not perfect, but he was pretty darn close. I mean, he was very accurate, threw for over 400 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, even ran one in, which I think most Texas Tech fans, after those 2 injuries last year would rather not see him, run at all. But you know what? There's a couple times that he did slide and move the chains. He ran a little bit, slid, moved the chains, and then the touchdown, he went in untouched. So you don't mind seeing that. The receivers look great. I think the H receivers, the inside receivers were very good. Rigdon started off with, I believe, 4 catches on the first drive, which was a touchdown drive. He was good. Mannix was good when he was in. And Xavier White is the guy we keep hearing. We kept hearing all throughout fall camp. He looked good. You mentioned him when you saw him here at the Matador Monday event here at the Jones. I saw him a couple times at fall camp. I really liked. He looked good again today. And then I think finally, this is what you wanted to see the most coming into the game was the running game. Could they establish the running game? Hey man, they ran for over 200 yards. I think it was almost 250 actually. Armand Shine, the grad transfer from Utah, he ripped off a 69-yarder. He went for almost 120, had a touchdown. So Roderick had 2 touchdowns plus caught a couple passes. And then Tazon, he had I believe around 40 yards and caught several passes as well. So they mixed in the running backs very well there. Passing game looked great. I think overall, offensively, they look really sound, Joe.
Yeah, there was one drop pass. That was Vasher in the end zone.
Yep.
Hit him in the hands. Other than that, balls weren't hitting the ground. They were catching everything. Bowman was Bowman. Accurate as can be, in command of the offense. Sailed a few balls on those out routes.
Yeah.
I think he kind of forced a couple of the deep ones, on those go routes where it really wasn't open. He forced, but he didn't have to pay for it. There were no interceptions.
True.
As far as the ground game goes, they actually, I was hoping to see some chunk plays out of that, and we did see some.
Yeah.
There was, of course, the big 69-yard run by Shine, and then I think they probably had maybe 3 more that were in the range of 20 yards or thereabout. So pretty good there. I would have liked to have seen the offensive line get a more consistent push, which, it was kind of hit and miss, but they created some gaps too. So not too bad in that regard. And 700 total yards or whatever it was. Can't complain too much about that.
And finally and briefly, I thought special teams played well. I think Adrian Fry, as a punt returner, showed some flashes of what he could do. And you're always cringe. You don't want one of your best defensive players to get hurt, but I think you see a real weapon there. And then Trey Wolf, the redshirt freshman kicker, he converted his only field goal attempt, which was from 30 yards out, but he made it. and he converted all 6 extra points. And then Austin McNamara looks like a real weapon. I think he averaged over 45 or right around there yards per punt. Great hang time, almost no return on almost every punt. He even had a long of 57 yards down at the 1. As you said in the press box, Mighty Joe, can't get much better than that or any better than that. So I think special teams played well. Overall, I think about as good as we could have hoped for, right? If you're a Red Raider fan, from Texas Tech. 45-10 victory over Montana State to kick off the Matt Wells era. Up next, UTEP comes to the Jones here, 7 o'clock next Saturday. Mighty Joe, great stuff from you as always. Thank you for watching, and until next time.